Hello, I'm Roger Dixon, and I'm standing out in my sunroom that was built for me approximately a year ago by the Deckyard. And I'll tell you a little bit about why we have this sunroom here now and what we've done with it. Turns out that the reason we bought this house was primarily for the backyard. The house itself was pretty plain, but I decided at some point that it would be nice to bring the backyard into the house and give ourselves a little bit more living space. So we decided a little more than a year ago to have the Deckyard put this sunroom up for us, and it's worked out very well. We now have space to have parties. We use this primarily as a dining room, but we now have a floor space to go with our dining room. We have furniture out here, and it's just a great place to get together. There are times when I have big parties here for my summer interns at the place I work, and we get maybe 30 to 40 people here, and that was pretty near impossible before we got this room added on. As you can see, it's a beautiful room. My wife and I really like wood, and so we had it all finished with wood, and of course it was custom finished job because the Deckyard does pretty much what you want to do. You start with a basic room and then you get to pick out the wood and the way it's finished. So for example, the wood on the walls here was chosen to match the wood that came with the room itself, and it finishes off the room very nicely in this direction. My experience with building this room and living in it for a year has been terrific. The Deckyard people were really great to work with. They accommodated us with all our special needs and desires. And then having the room for the past year, we haven't had any issues with it at all. It's just a really beautiful room that we really like to be in, and I would highly recommend the Deckyard and the Four Seasons sunroom to anyone who needs to add a little space to their house that makes it really livable.